Baby, you're a firework. This may not be the compliment that you thought it was. After all, where do all those toxic chemicals go after they explode? One thing that we know to be true is that what goes up must come down. We have long used fireworks to please crowds, celebrate holidays, and to end festivals with a literal bang. But at what cost? After this, I hope you rethink your opinion about this practice. There seems to be a growing desire to set these things off, as hundreds of millions of pounds are used each year in America alone. Is this common celebration ritual ruining your health? The short answer, yes. Invented in the Han Dynasty 200 BC, they were originally composed of bamboo and gunpowder. Today, trained experts design and handle fireworks. They are known as pyrotechnicians. They measure the correct amount of black powder, mineral elements, and other chemicals and arrange these compounds under a specific order to provide the firework with a particular shape and color. Pyrotechnicians also calculate the altitude of each firework so that explosions happen at the right time and location. After everything is neatly calculated and wrapped together in a shell, a fuse is attached to the shell, and when lit, the chemical mixture reacts with the fuse's heat, and exploding fireworks ensue. Fireworks contain various chemicals and heavy metals, including black powder, which is 75% potassium nitrate, 15% charcoal, and 10% sulfur. The mineral elements are provided to add color to the explosions. Strontium makes red, sodium makes yellow, and copper makes blue. And just like we learned when we were kids in school, mixing certain elements will provide you with new colors. Antimony trisulfide is a compound that creates the glitter effect. It is very dangerous to inhale. It can cause pulmonary effects such as chronic bronchitis and reduced lung function. Moreover, it is considered toxic and can affect various organs, including the liver and kidneys. Illegal fireworks can also contain lead, which is extremely dangerous and can cause long-term damage. Metal salts do not burn up after they explode. They aerosolize and poison the air, water, and land that they touch. They become so tiny that they are easily inhaled and ingested, where they can cause vomiting, diarrhea, asthma, kidney disease, cardiac effects, and potentially even cancer. Tests done on air quality in numerous locations, including after 4th of July fireworks and Diwali in India, all show the exact same result. Fireworks release a bevy of bad things, including carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen, sulfur dioxide, and particulate matter into our air. Inhaling any of the aforementioned chemicals can be detrimental to your health, so avoid breathing in that toxic haze that you see after the fireworks are over. The particulate matter given off by fireworks is 2.5 micrometers. So small that when you breathe it into your lungs, it can go directly into your bloodstream. Just to give you some context, the average human hair is 70 micrometers, which is 30 times the size of particulate matter from fireworks. PM levels increased by 42% after the 4th of July. 90% of total revenue for fireworks sales is for Independence Day. There are 14,000 fireworks displays across the USA on the 4th of July. The particulate matter from the fireworks can travel up to 62 miles. So with so many displays, you can understand how it would be easy to blanket all of America. Now, allow me to introduce you to percolates. Percolates are oxidizers that help propel fireworks upward and cause explosions. They contaminate ground and surface water, as well as interfere with thyroid function for both animals and humans alike. These do not break down upon combustion and can persist in the environment for a long time. Percolates are awful for your respiratory system and for your cardiovascular system. The Festival of Lights in Diwali saw a 200% increase in heart attack and failure cases in some hospitals. This rise is attributed to the spike in air and noise pollution from firecrackers. The severe pollution levels can last for weeks after the festival. They can trigger stress hormones, reduce oxygen intake, and lead to arrhythmias, particularly affecting those with pre-existing conditions. Bronchitis and other respiratory illnesses shot up by 30 to 40% during Diwali. This was regardless of age or sex. The point is, no one's safe. When the particulate matter, nitric oxide, and sulfur dioxide mix with oxygen and water, it ruins the environment by raising acidity in water and soil, which can be detrimental to ecosystems. In England, they found an increase of microplastics in the River of Thames by more than 1,000%. Testing was done on the 30th of December, then again 6 hours after the New Year's Eve fireworks, and found this astonishing result. In 2020, there were 15,600 firework-related injuries reported. These included burns, eye damage, hearing loss, and even amputations. Even sparklers can reach a temperature of up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, bringing brand new meaning to the song, "I Burn For You." You might say, it's only one day. But with an already heavy toxic burden, why add to it? Those with health issues, or the very young, the very old, and pregnant women are obviously more susceptible to these harmful effects. But make no mistake, they're harmful to everyone. Fireworks can cause a burst of excess ozone, which itself is a reactive greenhouse gas molecule that can attack and irritate the lungs. Fireworks set off at home can be even more dangerous since they're set off closer to the ground and the air that we breathe. A few factors that you may want to consider if you are going to partake in these festivities include how long they last, how big they are, and also what the weather is like. Which direction is the wind blowing? You can use airnow.gov to monitor the air quality in your area if you have any concerns. It's also important to remember that fireworks can create fires, which will create more smoke and more horrible air quality for everyone. During the 2021 4th of July celebration in the U.S. state of Utah, a wildfire started following a fireworks show in the city of Centerville. This is an area already prone to wildfires. It led to the evacuation of almost 100 households. According to the Humane Society of the United States, it is traumatizing to animals, who often flee their habitats when frightened by the noise and commotion of fireworks. The pollution from the packaging of the firework often ends up polluting the environment further, leaving behind bits and pieces in addition to the heavy metals that can get ingested by wildlife or pets, leading to serious illnesses. There are still plenty of ways to enjoy entertainment. Some alternatives that I found include laser light shows, drone shows, or live performances. In addition to reducing air pollution, drones and lasers give off no noise pollution, and they're not a fire hazard. Fireworks have become a beloved part of our celebrations, but as the world becomes more and more polluted, it's important that we turn to technology to alleviate our toxic burden. So, write to your local officials and direct them to this video and ask that they end this toxic practice. As always, timestamps and links are in the description. And remember, if it's good for the planet, it's good for you too.